Hello traders, this is Mac Billion. Today is February 20, 2017 and let's talk about the market. Let's start with IBM. IBM, as you can see here, is trending inside this major uptrend channel. Fibonacci resistance 177 was broken now and is heading to the major top or Fibonacci 195, which is the top of this channel. I think based on DMI that it's gonna go there, but it's gonna go there slowly since the directionals are at the top and at the bottom or near the bottom. But I think it's bullish. I think it's gonna go to major resistance, which is 196. You see all the resistance. It was resistant back in July 2015, 2014, and September. Then you see this major resistance 177 is broken, so I think it's heading to the major 196. So let's keep an eye on that number. So now let's talk about AMBA. AMBA was the darling back in 2013 to 2000, middle of 2015. Everybody was trading AMBA. It was a nice stock. It was moving up. It was almost the perfect stock that you need to put your money until he made a double top right here. That was in July 2015, and he fell from 129 back to the major support, the $33. That was a huge move. We're talking about it went there from this level to 129 in 10 months, and it went from 129 to the back to the 33 levels in just a few months also. So I'm thinking right here is making lower lows, which makes me think that this resistance is divide the charts in the bearish land and the bullish land. If you break out from here, I'm sure it's gonna move very nicely because there is all this consolidation here. But if it fail, expect at 33. So all is gonna be about the report. The report is coming. The report is coming, and I think it's the 28. Yeah, 28. So if you fail, bearish. If you break out, bullish. There you have a nice trade. CAB. This is Cabela's. Cabela's break down this major support right here, a Fibonacci 56, but it is just vertical, moving down. It break down also the 46, 42 Fibonacci like butter, and it's heading to the major support, which is $40. Directionals are on divergence on the DMI, meaning I think it's gonna pause right here, but it's high probability that it's gonna go to $40. It really looks really bad. Now let's talk about CRM. This is Salesforce. Salesforce is also going to report in the 28. Is right there at the major resistance, $83. That's the key number. So if it goes there after reporting a breakout, you gotta go up. But if you fail, if the report is bad, expect a big move down, because this is major resistance. So major resistance, when you get a breakout, it's a nice move when it breaks out. But when it fails, it's also a bad move. So now let's talk about another one, Home Depot. Home Depot break out the major $140 after report, and is heading to 147, which is the next Fibonacci extension. Directionals are at the top and at the bottom, but I think it has a little room to go to 147. It's perfectly bullish, and the major resistance was 140, and you can use the 140 for your stop loss. I think Home Depot is bullish. IBM is trending inside this uptrend channel. I think it's gonna go to the top, which is 196. Fibonacci 177, it will be your stop loss, because that's the major resistance now with support. And I think it's bullish. I think it's gonna continue. And as long as the market is still bullish, IBM is gonna trade with the market. And the only thing is, when you trade with divergence and the DMI, try to enter half position, because it can go down with any news. So now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about, this is MDT. So this is Medtronic. Let me show you this one. This is a nice chart because it has a nice resistance. Let me see if I can fix this chart right here. Yes. So right here, the major resistance key number 79. You have to write down that number, and it's right there, just a couple cents below $79. If you break out from here, we're gonna get a nice move. The report is gonna be tomorrow before market opens, and I think the report is gonna be good. It's gonna move nicely to the upside, or probably trade like this one sideways if it is neutral, and then move up. But you can use the $79 as your stop loss, because 79 is major resistance, and a nice breakout I think is gonna send the shares to $80 or to the 90s. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Now let's talk about Monsanto. Monsanto is trending inside this triangle, and it's getting close to the apex. So you know what happens when it gets close to the apex. You get a nice breakout or a breakdown. The report is in April, so it's a nice trade because you don't have to worry about the earnings report. This is the support, so it's gonna be around 104, the support, which is the trend line and the Fibonacci. And you can see here the resistance on the trend line from the triangle wedge. So this is one you can put in your watch list, but you have to wait for the breakout. Now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about OIH. This is an oil. This is an oil ETF, I think. Yes. And you can see here this major uptrend channel, and if you break down the channel, I think it's gonna get ugly and it's gonna go to the $20. But let's see what happens. I think it's bearish right now. It's heading to the bottom, so you have to watch this bottom, because every time it goes there, it bounces. But if you break down, it's gonna move. It's gonna move very nicely to the 20s, and it can be a nice trade. So you might better put this one in your watch list. I think it's bearish. Now let's talk about Oracle. This one is also a nice stop to put in your watch list. And let me tell you what it is inside this triangle wedge. If you can see the triangle wedge, every time it goes that $42 is the key number, it fails. So let's see what happens. If tomorrow it confirms about today's high, which it was I think today's high, let me see, today's high was $42, 42.06. If you break out about that level, look at this, no resistance. So it's gonna go to the $45. So it's gonna be a nice trade. So this one you have to put in your watch list. The divergence, there's no divergence because the plus directional is not at the top, so it has room to go to $45. But you gotta be careful because this is a stock that moves up and down and very aggressively, meaning, you know, if it goes your way, you can make a lot of money. But if it doesn't go your way, you can lose a lot of money. So try to trade this one with half position, using always money management. Don't go crazy. But it's a nice triangle wedge, and if it confirms tomorrow about today's high, man, this is a high probability trade that can go to $45. Now let's talk about the last one. Let's talk about Tesla. Tesla, as you can see here, it failed at the Fibonacci 287. It break down the DIMA, it break down the 5 DIMA also, the 21 and the 5, and it looks like it's trending down, but it's gonna wait for the report, which is Wednesday after the market close. So let's see what happens. It's all about the report. Maybe we can get up to 287 tomorrow, because this is a crazy stock. So let's see what happens. But I wouldn't enter right here short or long because I wanted to wait for the report. So traders, please share my videos, watch my videos. If you want to subscribe, you can get nice alerts. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can get all the videos for free. This is everything for today. Trade on.